Like we're live, okay. I've had issues with YouTube not starting the stream if I tab off the window. Let me pull up my notes, and then I will talk about the game we're playing. Where are my notes? There we go. Okay, minimize that. I want to actually see stream chat now. Professional. You wanted to go into battle as a phalanx. That's funny. Alright, welcome everybody. It's time for episode 2 of the second series of the World of Terrifying Silence, or hopefully we win this time. January 1st? I don't know why I have 2 of these. Okay, so, hold on. So last time I realized I don't know I had a TWoTS 2 save. This is what we need to save over in the previous episode here. Right, so if I save over that, these are both the same save now. So then I can save over number 2 at the end of this stream. Okay. That might cause problems, though. The Discord bot may or may not like that. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We have 2.3 mil. I believe we're going to need another base. I don't really know what the aliens are up to right now. They were... I believe we were catching some missions in here. Welcome. But I don't know that it's worth putting a radar up here. Is your rain about to end? Oh, yeah. Any second now. There you go. Part drills and drill deliveries. You don't want to over-rely on melee. Knife is good, but not perfect. Yeah, we were looking at the hook. And I don't think I really... Like, if we had the Gauss pistol to go alongside the hook, I think it'd be pretty good. But that's a good amount of time away. I also don't remember. Did I need to research the navigator to gain access to Gauss? Because if that's the case, then we're in trouble. Shrimp light drone is good. Then we get the flying submarine. We kind of need this sooner than later. I still don't know if it's worth... What are we at? We're up to 25, which is good. Okay, I do need the navigator. Wide array sonar. So my question is, do I build more facilities, or do I just build another base? I want more facilities, but I have a feeling... Yeah, we are too early to capture things. We do actually need a corpse. Which raises the question of... Well, actually, no. What's in storage? Is there some sort of components? Yeah, okay, there we go. We've gotten a couple of USOs, then. This stuff is good to have. What is it going to cost to actually build a new base? I don't remember where my previous starting position was. I put it over here somewhere. Maybe over here. Off of the previous month's missions, I could put it up here, but that mission's likely going to be over by the time this base is done. So I'm considering here, I'm considering down here. And I don't really know that it matters either way. Not bases, give me graphs. Alien activity. Where was it previously? Little areas they buzzed over. It's just where our base is, I think. Yeah, okay. So that's not useful to us. You'd be careful with overextending. Yeah, I do expect we're going to need a manufacturing base. The other question is, do I just throw a big living quarters up here? 3 manufacturing, 3 research, call it a day? Because we could run off of this one base without having to worry about it. I just want radar coverage right now. And veteran, you have global coverage by June. Yeah, that's probably not realistic. uh, be right back. Okay. Not going anywhere. I'm gonna say I don't know that there's any. I'm probably going to. I'm gonna take what you said there somewhat to heart and hold off for the month. What are we looking at? 25 technicians. Yeah, so that is my question. How bad are base defenses? Do I need a third sub-pen to actually hold all the aliens that are going to spawn? I don't expect to be removing these facilities since they're already here. So does this need to be a sub-pen, or can I throw big living quarters up here and just hope for the best? Because if most our soldiers spawn here and here, well, I guess they'll all be split between these three, but it should be workable. And that'd give us more than enough space for personnel to have this be our everything base for probably the first year. Like, this isn't nearly as bad as Harmony with the facility limitations. I do know that I need a second workshop regardless, because this is going to be the... not late game defense? Okay. So, for a while, it will be fine. We need this workshop. 32 days. Okay, we're gonna have to suffer through the Triton taking forever. Redacted, okay. Okay. This is gonna be interesting then. Do I need the third lab? I kind of feel like it's a good idea, though I also felt like I was running out of research options. This is going to be needed sooner rather than later. I'll actually be able to make some nice equipment. Be able to have motion scanners and med kits across the whole team. I'm tempted to get more technicians, but like... we're maxed out space, light drone... doesn't take all that long. Flying submarine, I don't think we're at the point where we're really concerned. I haven't seen a research project take too much longer than this. Yeah, let me get this. Should consider laser weapons, too. Yeah, and then it gives us alien containment. I should not do the creeper corpse, and I should do a corpse I can actually dissect. That being aquatoids for the time being. It's gonna take a little longer. Let's see. Research tapers off the moment you hit interrogation blocks, but it explodes again afterwards. Okay, that's kind of what I was seeing there. So, we're probably not going to need more than 50 before we get a navigator. Which makes sense. Yeah, and you're going to hit the natural dead end in late game anyway. Is it worth? I don't know. But I mean, they're attacking our base. There's no limit on how many soldiers we can have once we reach endgame. So I have a feeling we could get away with this being an everything base for a good while. Big, ugly grid of various rooms. We'll see. I don't have the funds for the big living quarters, but it's something I'd like to do up here if I wanted to keep all the soldiers on one base. Having a soldier base and an everything else base isn't a terrible idea. But at the same time, I can definitely see that causing problems. We also get to remove the standard sonar here at some point, which opens up a slot. That's probably where the alien containment's going to go. That's manufacturing. And the aquatoid corpse leads to the alien containment, which requires just an autopsy, I believe. Yeah, nothing crazy. Okay. So I guess that's going to do it for the month. We'll hold on to our 1.5 mil because I want a Triton. Yeah, you have one main base and one manufacturing base? Okay. That does make sense, because the facilities aren't nearly as limiting here as compared to Harmony. We're gonna let time pass, and we will be a bit delayed. Shrimp late drone. Right, okay. Scroll, sonar 15. Yeah, and I believe night vision, or just plain old range. I don't know what base... So, I don't know if sonar's night vision or overall range. If it can just see further, that's cool, but I also don't know how far you can see at base, so... Cuttlefish and heavy drones. I don't think we need either of those right now. We are most interested in, I think, the flying submarine, because I'd like to not lose. After that, we'll take a look at the Aquatoid Corpse or Super Cavitating Ammo. Probably the Aquatoid Corpse, Laser Carbine Mutant. Just the 3 shorter projects, and then we'll get into Super Cavitating Ammo. What is the Squall Launcher? Torpedoes. This looks like a craft weapon to me. Sonar should be thermal. Then it's 15% thermal vision. Okay. That's nothing crazy, but it is good enough to allow it to see enemies before enemies get seen. Is Qualis a real-life Russian weapon? I wouldn't know. That's cool, though. And I should queue a couple of these. Shrimp light drone. These cost like 35k, so I don't think I want 10 of them. We're not quite at that point. Our manufacturing on medkits, we're at 7 out of 20. I'm gonna just end up keep queuing projects here. Workshop space is steadily decreasing. Shrimp light drones, I probably want one of those. We have jetterpoons and harpoon clips and dart guns and all of the things I'm looking for. We have the gas cannon available. I think I'll take one of these. It's gonna take 3 days. We're still mostly cruising off of missions. Okay, well, we have the drone now. Yeah, we're still mostly cruising off of mission pop-ups, so this shouldn't be terrible. But at the same time, there are a few other things I'd like. I remember that we needed to get the Zarquid for aquaplastics, which is a problem, and I think it was just the corpse? I believe it was just the corpse. I don't think we had to capture them, because I don't know how we would capture them. Dart gun was the pistol? Oh, I see what we're trying here. How does it compare? I mean, clearly I looked at this last time, but... Not you. General equipment. I hope everything shows up under dart. Dart gun? That's close enough. Freeze is 20. Jet harpoon? We don't have freeze ammo for it yet, so we're going to use the pistol. Okay. Okay. Anything that's wearing aquaplastics, including lobstermen, if it... That'd be really bad. Paladin counts 2, you think? I'd have to look at that, because I feel like the Paladin was a lot easier to get access to than everything else. Wait, didn't we kill a couple of Paladins? Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. Freeze, that's pretty good for where we're at. It's not going to be our primary. It doesn't have auto or anything either. This is something we're going to use on wounded aliens if we want to. But I see the vision. I think I probably prefer having the option to do that. You said Paladin. I swear we encountered one of them last time. No, because I had to interrogate somebody before Paladin started showing up. So no, we're not there yet. And I actually needed to manufacture something, which I was indecisive about. Plenty of gas cannons, plenty of ammo, particle disturbance sensors. We have the drones for those now, so I'm going to ignore it for a little while. 7 medkits is good enough for our current craft size. I don't know that any of this is all that pressing. Dart autogun is neat. I mean, the dart autogun is something we could use. Well, it's kind of a substitute for a melee weapon, if I'm being honest. I'm going to get some of the pistols and the stun ammo. give us that option. Production of dart gun. Okay, let's make some ammo. That's going to be stun dart clip. Literacy. 10 hours, that's pretty good. Give me graphs. What's going on here? Alien activity is barely increased, so we're not missing anything right now. Even if it feels bad to sit here for 9 days straight doing nothing. I mean, they're clearly doing something, but it's out of our range, then we're not going to know about it. I probably want more medkits. I don't know that any of these are going to save us. I'm gonna probably finish our jet harpoons off. The sonar bit is an already calculated sight range through smoke, you think? Interesting. I mean, that just makes the drone even better for what we're using it for. Suspicious underwater activity. Previous me forgot about a fuel tank. We'll see if that matters. Equipment, inventory. We need these loadouts instead. Hold on a second. We most definitely have better gear now. How do we end up with 6 flamethrowers? We have our harpoons. I'm going to drop the harpoon since we've already got a better substitute for tranq weapons, that being the dart gun. I mean, I guess we'll put this up to 8. Gonna need info on the stun clip. Clip's good enough. I imagine clip size should be 12 across most of these, but that's good enough to only carry 1 mag for it. Explosives, fine. Magna explosive pack. Right, the packs are here for base defenses since we can't get great use out of them otherwise, at least at current. Medkits, give me like 4 of these. Just throw them all on. That's Magna explosive pack. Give me all the medkits. Knives, spears, hooks. We can drop the knives and... What does a hook weigh? 4? That can't be true. Hook drones? Also, where's the gas cannon? That's the whole reason I opened this menu. There it is. Hot potato with Magnum Pack works. It does, but you still have to get really close to the aliens. Against a lot of the, I mean, I guess this specific mission we could consider it. But the problem is you need to be against one of the large terror units for it to really be useful. And even then, the Zarquid's just gonna shoot you. Okay, I think that's all we're looking at here. Now, I need to fix loadout too. We are no longer using the DP here. Drop this, swap around most of our items here. This seems overkill for the time being. I would prefer this. It's probably good enough. I'll throw this in the bag just so we have it. Throw the medkit there too. This is loadout 2. Loadout 3 is going to need to be exclusively this. And Gil is still not strong enough, so you're going back to loadout 1, which lacks the harpoon here. Why do you have a knife and a hook? You must have something for there. I mean, we could put another harpoon clip on. We've used the ammo before. Although this is going to be our motion scanner slot in the future. So I guess this is fine. You're just about strong enough for that. You are strong. Are you strong enough for... You're close enough. Given the nature of the mission we're going into, I am absolutely going to give you all of this stuff. Hopefully you don't need a flare. Just put that on your belt. Most people are going to be kitted out with gas cannons this time around. Everyone here is pretty strong. We have another gas cannon to go around. We don't you can get away with it. Okay. Um, Smaller melee and a quicker use slot can work. That is true. And yeah, it does help in Harmony. The difference in Harmony is that you get armor suits that increase your strength to ludicrous levels, so your knife that boosts damage bonus based on strength actually does something to the aliens there. The hook here is just generally better at base, which is nice. The other reason I'm looking at the hook is, as I mentioned earlier, the drone. That's a scout drone. Hold on, we need to drop a soldier. Are you strong enough to carry things? You're probably not carrying anything right now. Actually, Gil, how have you done? Alright, hold on. Let me actually swap people out who don't need to be here. Gil might be the only contender. Alright, Gil, good for you. Give me a drone. Because these drones can carry a hook since they have a weight of 5. And let's hope we don't actually need... of course we do. Alright, sorry team. Whoever is strong enough to carry... I believe it is... Hang on, are all of you strong enough for this? Pell. Okay. I was gonna say, of course we need the fuel tank. I think... Go ahead and skip forward an hour, refueling, there we go. Need to remember to leave the fuel tank on this thing. Another reason that I want the Triton, so I don't have to remember this. So we'll see if this is even possible. Remember Incendiary being pretty good against... It's Coral Turrets. It's like a PY or something to start the name off. This instead of a smoke. The chances of us using the hook versus 2 smoke grenades are low, but I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, so what we're doing here is killing 2 or 3 of them and leaving. Yeah. Okay. I'd love a corpse. We'll see how this goes. If we kill all 4 of them, I'll consider ending the turn, but I'm pretty sure they can move from out of our line of sight into our line of sight and kill somebody. We're not doing all that much damage. And these are at ground level? Yes. Okay, we actually managed to kill one. You can no longer see it because you've put too much smoke down. You should go ahead and move. You should also get out of the way. I'm gonna have you take your shot in this direction because I don't want you firing over our friends. Okay. Go ahead and try and kill this. And they survived. Well... Stun sticks soon? Yeah, I think we're stuck with pistols with stun rounds. We're not living through this because we don't have a door. 70 points could be a lot worse. It's better than the -5 it would have been for not catching the mission. And we most definitely would have died. Jet harpoons are done. Go ahead and give me harpoon clips. That should be fairly short. Day 6 hours. We can go ahead and take a look at the autoguns after that. I don't know that the autoguns are all that useful. It could be nice with the hook, but at the same time, the autogun's probably as good as the hook if you're using it in a melee situation. I guess we can... 20 medkits is quite a bit, but... I don't have anything better going on. I think I'll finish off the gas cannon rounds, because we could end up needing these. Flying submarine, that's what I wanted. Yep, Triton, okay. Gonna take a little while. That's not actually gonna take all that long. And I'm going to continue to ignore this craft. Also, graphs. What are we looking at now? There's actual alien activity in a location we don't have a base. The Indian Ocean. What? If I had a better craft, I could go patrol, but we're not there yet. Yeah. It could still be worth building a new base, but I think you need at least 2 mil to get that thing off the ground, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now this, on the other hand, is something I'm interested in, and it's going to be daytime, which is nice. Equipment, go ahead and drop a drone. I think it's probably worth the full crew of 8, but I would like a couple of... Oh yeah, hold on. We can drop the fuel tank. I think I'd like a couple of rookies. Pretty good for a rookie. Okay, and that's going to be good enough. Are you guys... Yeah, I just want people who haven't yet leveled to be at the front here. And then we go ahead into our inventory. Now, we want... this loadout does nothing. What have I done? Oh, we just don't have enough gas cannons on board for this. Okay, hold on. Go ahead and clear everybody's loadout real quick. And then I will go back to the first person. So, I need to modify this loadout. Actually, I don't need to modify this at all. Loadout 3 is good enough. Put that on 8. And we're not even going to worry. I'll put 2 stun grenades on people if they're strong enough to carry things. Now, you're not, and you're accurate, so you're going to go ahead and get this loadout. Go ahead and have a medkit too. Let's go ahead and swap all of this around. Call that loadout 9. And then we have the gas cannon available. Now you're accurate. I want you to have the rifle. You're accurate enough. You're less accurate. You can carry gas cannon. I hit tab twice somehow. I think I held down the button. Gas cannon and stun round, or stun grenades here. Oh, yeah, we'll run stun grenades. Gas cannon, go ahead and take a stun grenade. You're getting the rifle, you're getting the rifle. Do we want more shotguns? I'm leaning towards yes. You're getting a shotgun. Okay. And we don't have anything else crazy, I don't think. It would be nice to have motion scanners for land, now that I'm looking at it. I mean, you're borderline on a gas cannon, actually. I think I'm just going to put an extra rifle in your bag. Do something similar from... You already have a shotgun. You need a rifle, then, which we'll drop a flare for. And you are definitely strong enough for a gas cannon. Take a shotgun in your bag in case you want it. Well, you can do this. Yeah, it's worth dropping the flare over. Okay. That's going to be loadout. Let's see how this actually goes. So this is where we first encounter the Paladin, and we get to see if the Paladin gives us aquaplastics. Because if it does, that would have been a lot easier than last time, though we probably needed one alive, if I would have to guess. And I already looked at this. You see one guy. Okay. So this guy's going to be able to see us and shoot at us anyway, so I'm just going to need you to kill him. Okay. I'm glad you decided not to react. Okay, I mean, you have a gas cannon. If I trusted you to hit the shot, I would take the shot. For now, I think we're just going to drop smoke on all 3 of the corners. We might have you throw a smoke instead. Probably out to there. Okay, 2 shotguns are good to have. There's no windows here, so I'm relatively safe to inch forwards. That'll do. You can go ahead and stand here. You have a rifle, which is good enough for now. The rest of you, I'm gonna stand kinda still. Okay, that's as far as you get to move. Stand on the extraction point here. Gas cannons, go ahead and back up. You're stuck standing here. Good reaction shot. Okay. Now, we are in the perfect corner of this map, and this is not a small map, so we're going to be here for a while. Oh, also, there's delay on my end when I click and when the game produces audio. There's like a good half-second of delay, which is weird. Okay. Okay, that's a shotgun, so you're gonna need to make sure this guy does not survive. We're fine. I would back up. I would let somebody with another weapon push forwards. Do we have 3 gas cannons? Okay, I don't think 3 is too many, but it's bordering on too many for what we're going up against. 2 you guys going this way. Go ahead and move this far. No, I wanted to view your stats. I have a feeling Scumbot here should swap to... Damn. You're gonna go pick up a rifle. Right? I mean, you're strong enough to... Yeah, you're gonna go pick up a rifle. And we can just move it around for free, yeah. Next turn you're gonna want to grab a medkit and probably a hook. Otherwise, this is good enough. If we need more than 2 gas cannons because we encounter all of the paladins at once, I'll be sad, but for the most part, having an extra rifle is going to be a lot more useful. Also, you should drop yourself a smoke. There's no way you're going to be able to shoot people at that range. That's going to do it. Huh. You do not have enough smoke coverage. Okay, well, go ahead and pick up your medkit. That will do, and we wanted probably the hook. 20 to go in the bag? Yeah, pick up a hook. It's good to have. I'm going to ask you to move. I'm going to ask, can I trust the gas cannon? Probably not. Go ahead and kneel. That'll make all the difference, huh? Yeah, you should definitely back up. And you see him. It's fine. Okay, we got him in 1 hit. Which is good. We're gonna have you step forward 2 squares and drop a smoke. The gas cannon is probably not the guy to be backing you up right now. I think you can go back to your corner here. But it'll be good enough for now. If a paladin walks up, well, pretty much anyone other than a gas cannon's in trouble. We see 2. That's a shotgun. Can you see the shotgun from here? No? Yes. Just barely. And I think auto shot has pretty much range of... Yeah, you can fire an auto shot to the edge of your vision range, so... There's very little reason not to use it with this weapon here. Go and drop yourself a smoke, now they're at the edge. You can fire at... this guy? Yes, you can. You got shot, you've been healed, you can go stand by this edge. Gas cannon will continue to hold it down. Scumbot. The map goes far enough well... This building's always a problem. But at the same time, if we kill enough of them, they might surrender? We'll see. We should probably sweep this and just hold down the street. Because if the road goes across this entire area here, it's a nice hold point for us to keep people somewhat corralled over there. We'll see how that goes. Nothing happens. Okay. You have a shotgun. I always default to a snapshot, but I don't need to do that here. I took 2 shots. You should get forward to here and not worry about it, and you want to move much further forwards. Okay, that's gonna do. You can probably... I'd have you stand here. You're going... go around this way. It's impressive that you don't see anything yet. Is this the edge? No, there's a whole other chunk there. Okay. Just back up 2 squares. I didn't even check the street. These guys have already started panicking. 1, 2. You are unarmed. You still have a weapon. Okay. Which means you probably want to stand here. And you should... no, you should back up. You still see the guy. We'll leave that be for now. I can also use the gas cannon to knock a hole in the wall if I want to get inside. Now, currently what we're looking for is, I believe, an Aquatoid. This is a medic. I don't know if the medic is all that useful. Actually, we can't even capture it. What am I saying? Can you fire a shot all the way to here? On a good day, yes. Today is not a good day. Huh. You are 2 tiles out of range. You move 2 tiles and kneel. We got him. Yeah, it's far enough. Go ahead and throw a smoke way out to probably here. Perfect throw. And go ahead and move forwards. I would back up a tile. And I would stand here with you. You're probably in line of sight of anybody who pops out down here, but you can also shoot back, so I'm not too worried. You can't stand up. You probably could have kneeled, yeah. Step forward a tile. You see a guy, you're out of time units. You are in a safe enough spot where I don't need to drop a smoke. I probably do want to drop a smoke. I don't want somebody wandering around in front of the window there and firing shots off. Okay, well, we got them to panic. We just need to find the aliens that can't surrender. Okay. And what do we have out here on the street? The same guy is inside panicking. We can fire an auto shot here. That will be good enough in a couple turns here. You've got this window to deal with. It looks like there's a 1-tile gap along the edges, so you get to go peeking into windows. Okay, you don't see anybody. I'm gonna hold you there. You get around the corner. You're in an interesting spot. I'm gonna put you probably back 2 tiles. It's not enough time units. And you don't have smoke, so run this way. You with a shotgun should not be here. Go ahead and get ready to go out this way. You can stand up, and you probably want to head this way. I'll need a gas cannon on this side when... At this point, when we encounter somebody in armor. Yeah, they're upstairs too. We might have to clear that building. That's going to be interesting. Let's not burn a gas cannon shot this early into the turn. I don't see anybody. Somebody's shooting the ground in here. Back up. So there's somebody in there to shoot at next turn. They're definitely panicking given the scorch mark on the ground. That guy hasn't moved. Go ahead and fire again. You've knocked enough of a hole in the wall to where you might just be able to use that. And we're still exploring here, looking for anything at all? I would move 2 tiles this way. You should follow. You should go over to here. Shotgun go stand right here. We might have cleared out this side. You're gonna need to just keep going forwards. Probably not that far forwards. We don't want this angle to be exposed here. Okay. This guy left. Can you keep going? You can. There's nothing at all. Okay. Solo mission around the edge of the building. This is where it might be worth... No, there's a wall here, so you're fine. You should have free reign to poke your head in all the windows. Okay. Not sure why there's nobody here. We really might have to clear this thing out. This team should be good to go around this way. I'm gonna send the gas cannon around this edge. But we probably want you heading back this way. You don't have the ability to throw... Get me a smoke grenade, like, here. That'll be good enough. Can you fire still? Yeah, put a hole in the wall. I know, that's why I'm telling you to shoot there. Okay. I'm not finding a breach point. That's gonna have to do. It's probably over here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like it is. Oh, I somewhat remember this design. Staircase is like here, I think. It's in one of these rooms, awkwardly. But yeah, this should be good enough. You see a guy. Somehow you survived the blast. Uh-oh. And somehow you missed your shots. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure this guy's going to panic and not shoot you. Do you have smoke? You don't have smoke. Alright, hold on. Back up. Yeah, it'll be fine. That guy panicked, that guy didn't even look at you. And smoke coverage has bloomed far enough to where we can just do our own thing. Okay, kill this guy. Uh-oh. Okay. That guy definitely could have shot back. And as for the rest of this, I am tempted to shoot this gun, like, here. Yeah, we got somebody with that. You're injured now. It's only 3 extra time units. I don't know why you would ever use anything other than auto shot on this. Other than you're just about out of time units. Yeah, and we get to sneak forwards here. Welcome. Okay, and that's why we have a gas cannon. Snapshots for reaction? Yeah, that makes sense. Where is... Can I hit that? I mean, we're still in the super early game where we're dealing with a human cult. 90% of the game is underwater once you get through the storyline of the human cult that's being backed by the aliens. I'm probably finding a snapshot, or an aim shot here. Because we don't have time units for 2 snap. That'll hopefully be good enough damage-wise. You can't do anything about this guy if he decides to run at you. I mean, you have stun grenades. Is the hook any good? 55 melee is certainly a possibility. The hook might actually do something against these guys. That's something to consider. Yeah, and I don't really have a solution for you. Because you're just going to spot this dude. And of course you don't have smokes. Keep forgetting that. Do you have smoke? You do. Is it worth throwing it? It's probably worth throwing it to, like, here. You made it. Good job. You shot a guy. There's another guy inside somewhere with a revolver. You shot a guy. We get to see what happens here. Hopefully you start... I kind of want one of these guys alive, don't I? Forget I'm back in early game. We haven't researched one of them. We'll try and stun grenade that guy if he doesn't pass out. Okay. Yeah, you don't have a stun grenade. You should. He hasn't moved. Okay, hold on. Let's get somebody with better line of sight here. No, you need to prime this first. If that landed on him, then we got it. And you probably need to... you're just in line of sight at this point. Back up. Put that on your belt. You don't have a smoke either, so back up behind the wall. We're gonna need to medkit this guy. And you see the guy in the building is panicking. What do you see inside the building? Nothing at all. Okay. I think we're just gonna keep standing here at this point. You having the option to fire down the street's great. Hopefully we can capture this guy. There's still a whole bunch of garbage over here we have to clear through. And I might want you to... I think I want you over here. Yeah, and you don't need to hold this anymore. What do you mean you see 2? Oh no, the second guy's down here. Can you kill this? The answer to that is, had you hit a shot, yes. Okay, you're just gonna auto-fire through the smoke. No line of fire? Alright, you're gonna snap fire through the smoke. Okay, you're gonna fire an aimed shot way over here. Close enough. We didn't hit our friends. I'm not really sure how that killed him, though. That right there is a pretty solid weakness of the shotgun. That being time units. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I expect most people are panicking who aren't paladins here. And even the paladins might be panicking at this point. Oh, you finally get to catch one of these, but it's 2 a.m.? That's rough. Yeah, I don't really... haven't worked out what the best time to stream would be. Because it seems like a lot of people are just... it seems like a lot of people are just all over the world. I could probably host a poll in the Discord if you all are in there. Because I am curious what the best time for everybody would be. You're at the edge here. You all are out of time units. I'm going to end the turn. That stuns you. Hopefully you don't bleed out. Somebody's panicking in the field. Yeah, I am noticing that a lot of people are in Europe. It means that me being on at 9 a.m. seems to be pretty good. I mean, Saturdays is... who knows what people are up to, but... okay. You're New Zealand, okay. I think I have time units for this? I definitely do. Is it safe enough to go and do that? Looks fine. I swear to... Scumbot, I'm sorry. You're gonna be stunned for the rest of the mission. You might actually not be stunned for the rest of the mission. You have enough time units for that. And just for good measure, I think we're gonna throw a second one. It's like I already woke up from one. He's not all that low. That's good enough. I'm not convinced... Sunday here. That's true. That's really funny. Okay. Yeah, I'm not convinced the stun's gonna get through front armor is what I was saying there. You have fresh time units. Alright, what's in the room? A guy. Can you come through the window? Yes. Okay, go ahead and back up. 2 tiles away should be safe enough. As for you guys... is there anything in here? Not really. You should be alive. We'll see what's happening here. Somebody's out in the field, but that doesn't really matter if we can find and kill what I think is the 4th paladin. You came across my videos and re-downloaded OpenXCom, and now you're playing Chronicles. Hey, I mean, thanks for watching. I'm glad I'm getting people into OpenXCom, because this is a lot of fun. X Chronicles is rough? I would have no idea. I believe that's the fantasy one, isn't it? I think it's on my list. I mean, I have a list of, like, probably a dozen or more mods I want to play, but that's something for the future. You're out in the open. You're probably fine, though looking at it, I do want smoke. Fantasy, author of... okay. I think that's going to be turn. Gonna leave that be. Okay, it did only take 1. Good reaction shot. I'm waiting for these guys to surrender. Because I can keep firing shots through windows, but there's only so many guys in this building. It's a really good reaction shot, actually. You're gonna hold down the stairwell. You're gonna need to move down the street. Maybe you run to here. Somebody's out here in the field. If that guy's not down for the rest of the mission, I'll be surprised. I don't know where this guy in the field went. You could stand here in the road for probably the rest of the mission. Put this back on your belt. You've panicked. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave the guy who panicked out there. Oh, so it's sort of fantasy hybrid. That's quite cool. Yeah, and I should say that I want to say the early game is nice in TWoTS if you know what you're doing, but the second aliens actually show up, things get real difficult. Okay. I'm going to leave you guys here with a large number of time units. I don't know who's in the field. There's a paladin somewhere, probably in these buildings. You should probably have a smoke at your feet. You don't have a smoke. You are not firing reaction shots, so go ahead and throw that smoke. Good job. This is good enough for now. Where's our... Oh, there's guy number 3. Ah, there's our guy. Go ahead and take yourself an auto shot at him. That's a hell of an angle. I'm gonna have you stop now so you don't shoot our friends. This house is against the wall. We will see what happens. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you get to go stand by this. I should probably just move you that way right now. Crispix got shot. That was a lot of something happening. Yeah, that guy's still there. What's going on here? Take your... Oh, god damn it. You needed to stay down. You're just gonna get shot again. And you're out of energy to run? Which isn't great. Let's see. You're constantly... You're looking for good content to listen to while you fall asleep. Very relaxing style, considering the games you play. I mean, yeah. It's funny, because it's not the first time people have said they like the style of content to fall asleep to. You wouldn't consider it a compliment, but in a sense it is. Okay. Chronicles Fantasy Modern Times, D&D leaks into Earth and tries to undo that. Interesting. Not a fan of D&D yourself, and you've run that D&D game. The difference is funny. Okay, you're just out of time units, and that is a problem. You are going to wander back into the smoke here. Turn around. I think somebody should throw a stun grenade. Do you have one? No, one of these two has a stun grenade. You have 2. Can you throw this far? I kind of doubt it. Damn. Okay, well that's gonna save Crispix there. Scumbot, good luck. I'm probably just gonna leave it at that. There's a guy in the field, we know that. You're in the building. Yeah, there's a lot of guys who have yet to... Okay, kill one of them so that they keep panicking. Welcome back. You reclaimed your crown. What'd you miss? We killed 2 killed 2 jellyfish on one of the alien activity missions, and we've been here ever since. Let's see. Sleeping content is hard. It has to be interesting enough to capture your mind, but also not obnoxious enough to sound... Also not too obnoxious sounding editing. Don't need white noise, something to keep your mind hooked on. Interesting. What is happening out? Oh, that's not an alarm. That's a reverse for a vehicle. Now, we need to figure out where this paladin is. There's a paladin over here somewhere. There's a good chance it's just down this alleyway. Crispus got shot. And we're going to stun grenade him to make sure. This doesn't happen. Again, I'm convinced... So, I want to fire the gas cannon into this alleyway, but I don't think I can hit the shot. Oh, welcome. Ta-da. Let's see. Explain what's going on in detail and don't stick in obnoxious sound spikes. And a pleasant voice. Thank you. I mean, it's a style of content I like too, so I completely agree, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. You're back home? Hope you didn't miss a lot. We killed 2 jellyfish in a mission. We've been here ever since. So not really. I mean, you missed all of the mission, but it's another church temple. So, church temple. That's a funny sentence. Okay, and you two are just holding this down. We're gonna make sure people who are upstairs stay upstairs with you two, and the rest of the team gets to figure out what's going on out here. You're gonna need to move. You primed and threw a grenade this turn. The paladin is all that we need to deal with for the rest of the mission. You're stunned, which is good. You're a little too stunned. Uh-oh. Okay. We let them out from downstairs. You're potentially in danger. That's great. You're back. You might be in charge of the entranceway now. Yeah, no deaths yet. No, yet. Where's the damn paladin? Also, go ahead and stim this guy a little bit so he's not... Yeah, okay. We need you to not be in danger. And where's this damn paladin? There you are. Okay, these guys are moving back in. Noticeably stopped panicking. Kinda needed that to kill the guy. And you still see the guy in the room here. We're going to gas cannon a couple of these guys, I think. Equipment doesn't matter here. So you can just die. I'm tempted to fire over here blindly, but I'm gonna settle for you. You're in a safe enough spot, so long as this guy's running to pick up a shotgun. And we still haven't found the paladin. Huh. This is going to be interesting. You tried the final mod pack on Brutal XCOM on Superhuman. Yeah, I can see that being impossible. I've been I've been interested in Brutal OXC, but I'll probably need to play it on the base game. Something I will throw into a vote at some point. Why don't we back up this way? This window's a problem. These windows are problems. I could have you fire over there, but I'm not trusting of you not killing friends. We only have 2 shots. I'm going to hold on to that for next turn. You have 1 shot. Okay, you can fire a shot over here so that you have an excuse to... Never mind. I was going to say so you have an excuse to reload, but... That's not happening. Yeah, we're going to leave that guy there. Yeah, you're running inside. Okay. Hmm. There's a paladin over here somewhere. Okay, you are probably in charge of... Okay, run outside. No clue where the guy went. Drop that for yourself and hide behind the door. What turn is it? 15? Okay, we're fine. We're not in major danger yet. There's our paladin. You don't have a smoke. Alright, back up. So... Game plan... Throw a smoke to here. I'm gonna ask you to start pulling out the hook. It's time to learn if this thing is any good. Melee accuracy, one-handed penalty. The melee accuracy is pretty bad now that you mention it, seeing as soldiers don't ever have any good melee stat. Hmm. Yeah, Retro Ahoy is. I like Retro Ahoy. I've seen the video. Now, the other point is we have to get to this guy with the hook. And that's kind of a concern. You're gonna... Well, there's no smoke here, so I don't really know what we're doing about that. I'm tempted to fire a blind shot in here. You have the ammo for it. If this guy wasn't under a roof, I'd open fire immediately. Good reaction shot. You're reloaded. I recommend pulling out the hook here as well, since you don't have another viable weapon. 12 time units. You are definitely dying if you don't kill this guy. I have a feeling the correct decision is to go this way and fire some snapshots. You are out to kill our friends. Solid 0, okay. Not enough to reload, put it in your hand. Don't know what the time unit count for that is. You appear to be holding this down for now. This is a problem. The smoke dealers must be rolling in cash every time I play XCOM. Well, you'd think, but they don't charge enough for smoke grenades for it to be a problem. We spend a surprisingly small amount of money compared to what we would be on smoke. Okay, I have no idea where the guy who went inside the building is. I see that guy. Can you just kill him real quick? Nope. That looks like alien entertainment to me. I've never been upstairs in one of these structures. Yeah, and you're reloading next turn. Okay. This guy's outside. You are not quite safe. This entire side's been leveled. We'll see where this guy decides to go. Yeah, I was concerned that that would happen. However, we know for pretty much a fact that he's right there. Because that is how Crispix got shot originally. That's not even close, bud. Because that's originally how Crispix got shot. Okay, so you don't have time units for this. Move in. There's a guy out in the field here you can go for. We'll see how long that lasts. You can go stand here. If this guy walks around the corner, you should kill him. Otherwise, we are going to continue bombing the area with the gas cannon. Well, okay. I need to take into account the fact that you actually have to hit a shot with the hook. You probably drop this on the ground so you have better accuracy. You might be in danger. I don't know how thick the smoke actually is here. What? This guy's cheating. Yeah, and you're right. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Bye-bye. When I said bye-bye, that was because you were going to hit the gas cannon shot and kill him. Oh, dear lord. Yeah, we're at the point where you're gonna prime and throw this thing. I hope that was 0. You landed it on the roof. Okay, so what you're gonna do is hide behind the wall. What you're gonna do is back up into the now fading smoke cloud because we have spent so much time trying to kill this damn guy. And that's about that. You should move further into smoke, probably in this direction since it's the most fresh of the smoke grenades. So we're on a timer. Oh, come on. Great. Problem is you need to get over here so you can get healed. I have no clue where this guy moved off to. Alright, you're gonna need to start scouting in this direction. I see nothing. Something tells me... Oh, and time units prevent you from moving out here gracefully. I have a feeling this guy might have backed up all the way to here. You're still trying to kill our friends. And we have to keep taking these shots because we're on a time limit, so nothing here. Okay, God level 1's gonna end up dead, and I have no idea where this guy went. What? Okay, well, first off, go ahead and use the hook. That's kind of what I expected. Second, where? This dude ran around the corner after firing at... Hold on. Time unit's 26. See, the thing is you can hit the wall and kill yourself. Can you get inside? Oh, you get over here. It's good enough for me. You're going to stand here and watch this way. You are in trouble. Our guy is... You should start heading this way. You're looking at 21 time units. Can have you fire a single snapshot? Okay. You hit the guy on the ground and it actually hurt him? That's not a meaningful amount of damage. 22% due to the injury? Well, due to the injury is one thing, but melee accuracy is already pretty low. It's 2 AM, you should probably go to sleep. Yeah, that's a good call. Thanks for tuning in. You have a couple turns to live. If this guy dies, we'll be very upset. You didn't kill him. This guy kind of needed to die. We're going to see what the gas cannons get up to. This dude... Oh my god! That's not even... I didn't think about that. Good reaction shot, Kurzov. You finally killed one of our friends. And this dude's on a mission to cause problems. Just kill him. That's incredible. By the way, the paladin died, didn't it? I see 4 suits of damaged paladin armor. Of course the paladin died in the end. Okay, well, that's fine. The value of explosives is worth more than disposing of corpses. And the rest of this is just kind of here. Zarbite's nice. Got the church databank, which is one of the bigger items. Also, where's the guy who surrendered? Disciple? We can... yeah, we can just sell you. Well, this is going to be interesting. I can't middle-click on the damaged paladin armor. Can we not research this? That might be a problem. I might start getting rid of weapons. Laser carbines, yeah. It always counts another round of fatal damage before the mission ends, so probably got another 3. Yeah. It's just funny because the shot I fired that missed hit the paladin on the ground, which I think is... is that front armor? It might be rear armor, which is why... rear or under armor, which is why you actually took damage. Or the paladin actually took damage. But that wound up killing it, and speaking of smoke grenades being... yeah, see, they don't even cost all that much. Yeah. An unfortunate mission. I took a couple of you along because you were rookies, but... dear lord. Production of... yep, thank you. We are going to need those after that mission. Some particle disturbance sensors. 10 is going to cost quite a bit of money. Oh, the wide array sonar is done too, which is nice. Can I get rid of this? I can. I don't know that it matters right now. No, I wanted info. Costs 10k a month in maintenance. If there were aliens here, I'd keep it up, because it does slightly improve our chances of detecting things, but... that's just something we're going to have to deal with. Good. I guess we go on. Dye grenades, that's something we need. Now, we'll have to see whether or not the... we're just completely out. Because if we go to graphs, I believe it was the Indian Ocean. Yeah, that's 90% of activity. The rest of this is going to be aliens flying in to perform the mission. This is pretty much everything. If I had the Triton, I'd patrol over there once or twice to see if I caught anything, but... speaking of Triton... we needed this last month? I mean, we needed the... yeah, we needed this by last month. It's not physically possible, but... you can never get the Triton early enough. I'm going to take laser... I don't know if I want laser weapons yet. I'm going to research the Mutino. I want the church databank. Takes a little while. Leads to this, leads to Barracuda. Yeah, okay. I also need the Aquatoid Corpse sooner than later. You think bases usually go for 300 activity? Okay. Yeah, probably totals. I can see that. Yeah. And I don't think they build a base this early. I think we probably have a... I'd guess 2 months before that happens. Can now produce the Triton, which is something I would like. Space required is 30, which is a problem. 6 motion scanners. Well, particle disturbance sensors. Gonna stop production here and stop production here to free space. I'm going to limit... this. We're at 6. Drop that by 2. That'll be 11 hours. Suspicious shore settlement. It's a good thing it didn't matter that I forgot to switch the tank back out. Fish food, welcome you four. We are doing a settlement. 3 hours left on that. Triton, it's going to take a while. I just want the full range of... Well, do we even need the full range of scanners? Probably not. Yeah, I know. 3 hours, it's worth waiting. I keep right-clicking instead of left-clicking. We need to go to equipment here. No, we want the leftmost. You all are still quite... Actually, keep forgetting about the pool. Only 2 new people are needed. Sort. Strength. Uni training. Sort, original order. Go back into the inventory here. Your accuracy is good enough to give you the rifle. You need a shotgun. I unfortunately think we need the flares. I will drop one here and we'll see what time it's gonna be. Yeah, you need the shotgun. Shotgun. You can stick with a cannon. I don't think we need more than 2 cannons. Whoever has the best... Okay, we don't have... Oh yeah, Scumbot had the last one. It's very sad. I'll go grab a snack, don't die. Yeah, that's... there's a good chance something goes wrong now. We'll leave it at that. And yeah, I figured supply ships would be the reason alien base... The activity for alien bases keeps ticking up. Go ahead and pick up one of these stun grenades. I think this is probably good enough. We're not at the point where deep ones show up. So I don't think it's worth trying to take around these things for their stun rounds. 7 weight is also non-trivial. Okay, we'll go ahead and... hope that the sun is faster than us. It is not faster than us. So what I want to do is something like this. Good. Triton, please. 18 days. That's rough. So I don't know when the hour check is made, but I'm going to try and game this, because I don't want to do a night mission. So if the check for whether or not the mission is being targeted is at the top of each hour, you just need to have something targeting it at the top of each hour, and you can keep zigzagging back and forth with the same ship and playing with 1 minute here. I don't know if that's true, but that's how I'm playing it right now. Yep, it is a suspicious settlement. It is daytime. We can swap flares for more useful items. Why do we have 3 of these? Do we only have 7 people on board? Or do we have too many hooks on board? We only have 7 people on board. Oh, we still have the underwater drone equipped. That's right. Wait, no, that's not right, is it? Because we would have taken that off to do the other land mission. These guys are not ranged? For better or worse. We're gonna drop a smoke where you're standing. And one over here. So what I'd like you to do is level the area where this guy's standing. It's a solid miss. Oh, you're the guy who likes shooting our friends. No, you shoot the roof. Solid miss. Oh, you see a guy inside. Okay. You don't see the guy inside. You see the guy way out in the field. Go ahead and auto-fire. Well, we aren't missing reaction shots quite yet, but we are missing actual shots. 1, 2. Okay, so we don't see anybody through this window. It looks like it's very particular to this angle here. That's a good shot for a rookie. Go ahead and fire at this guy too. And that was expected of a rookie. I mean, go ahead and do it again. I mean, your firing accuracy is 44. This is incredible. It's Kurosawa's shooting. You need to put one of your guys next to them so he can hit. That's a good call. That's funny. And you see the guy in the building. We're gonna have to have you do nothing for the turn. You were right about the reaction shot so far. Although Boreal there never really stood a chance now, did he? There's a second guy here, I'm concerned. So go ahead and kill this guy. You missed the point blank shots? That's not good. Okay. We didn't actually put motion scanners on board. Okay, your recommendation right now, move. What? It's not... There is no alien. It was never here. I'm not a fan of this. I'm gonna need a shotgun to stand right there. You don't have the time units for this, and you do have the time units for this. I'm gonna have you back up a little bit, too. You're on reacting, I guess. I don't know what's going on out here, but I'm concerned. That's kind of insane. And you survive another shot. So the gas cannon just did nothing? And you can't hit a shot at point blank. Things are going wrong. Yeah, it could be out here. You could be right. This is going well. You're standing here, you're watching this. Uh-huh. Yeah, I would run back to... Well, you don't even have enough time units for this to matter. Go stand here. If it comes in through this angle, we might be in trouble. You're sorry? It's the hardest mission we've done all day. This is crazy. Well, okay, that's not including the mission we abandoned, I guess. But dear lord. And we should still be fine. Should. But I have no clue where this guy went. Just gone. Doesn't exist anymore, disappeared. That's something we're gonna need to handle. I'm gonna view-fire the gas cannon at that wall. Okay, that's good enough. You can back up. You two are gonna need to go this way. Yeah, I'll have to get the chat into the edit too, which is funny. There's a string of a couple messages that cause problems here. I'm gonna leave you with reactions, right? Good enough. And you probably need to drop a smoke out here. You don't have a real ranged weapon. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to continue using the gas cannon on these. And you don't see anybody just yet. You see a guy who also has a shotgun. Range is not great. I'm gonna have you inch forwards and drop yourself a smoke. I'm tempted to fire the gas cannon this way, but that seems like a bit excessive. Oh, we're just not even in range. You follow at this distance. This is probably smoked enough. Well, the problem is when they show up with something like a, when they show up with one of the alien pistols, we're in trouble. So we're going to continue to hold this while you three work your way around the map here. This goes pretty far. Okay. That's a good shot. Yeah, and they've started panicking. Okay. You were not accurate enough to hit this shot here. Well, you can aim and fire. Yeah, it's still not good enough. Oh, hi there. 51, that puts you to here. That puts you to here. Comically overshot. We will have to just deal with that. Okay, this guy needs to die. These two... Apparently you took damage from that. Wait, when did you take damage? Did we shoot this guy at some point? That's interesting. I'm going to have you shoot this guy. 29, yeah, do that. I expected nothing less. I mean, 6 fatal wounds is bad, but it also means you heal a lot. That's really bad. I think one of the missed gas cannon shots. Yeah, but I hit... Reaction... Oh, yeah, that's reaction shot. I was gonna say, I hit Control H there every time I fire one of those, so you'd think it'd be fine. I'm tempted to throw a stun grenade out here. But I don't think anybody's actually strong enough to hit that grenade. This guy is probably not... There's probably not enough time you missed to get this far. You didn't even get hit meaningfully. There are so many of these. Okay. Please don't. This is going well. Hold on. Okay, that's what needed to happen. Go ahead and heal twice then. We are safe to use the medkit. You, on the other hand... are probably getting a lot of experience this mission. Yeah, that's what I was interested in spotting. Go ahead and back up. You have the time to shoot again, but I'm not gonna go for it. I'm gonna put this shot... Yeah, just fire in this direction. You're probably gonna miss and kill something anyway. 0 damage? Somebody over there. What we know past that is, who knows. Let's see. He'll take the title Bad Omen from now on. Thank you very much. This is gonna be an interesting... It's gonna be an interesting run if you have that much power over it. think we just gotta keep sitting here and reacting to things. They surrendered. Okay, good. So, Kurzov is unfortunate. I believe we lost a rookie otherwise, whose name will show up in a couple seconds. Loot-wise, I think we sell 90% of this. Mutants, we've already researched or have one of these available to research, so we can sell those off. It's good money. I like myself shotguns, even if this is way too many, even for a base defense. Score-wise, it's positive. Accuracy, Plague only got 2 for all that. Okay. Yeah, Kurzov, I'll take Gas Cannon, really inflates the kill stats. And Boreal, who missed point-blank shots and then died. Okay, those are... Well, no, there's some terror... Hold on. There's some terror variant that's going to show up here. Oh, you can probably recruit people, huh? Well, hold on. You're wounded, you're wounded. You two can get back in here, I guess. Yeah, 70 time units is my cutoff. None of you have hit that point yet. What about starting from the top? Catbacks. 70 time units. Okay. Since you've joined, there have been 4 deaths. That is true. What I was gonna look at was Aquanaut's Memorial. Yeah. I think there've been 5. Well, did you yeah. '17th of March. 6? Yeah, because we lost 4 in the church mission. Okay. So, more than half of the total losses this entire playthrough have been since you joined stream. That's always a good look. Another one of these. You missed it anyways. You came to the grenade and Kurzov killing with a gas cannon. Okay, so yeah. Why do I have Discord messages now? Oh, okay. I kind of have to game this a little bit. There's, okay, I don't have to game this. I can swap out the fuel tank, put you two at 70? Nope. Alright, welcome. Equipment inventory. We kind of need the gas cannon on as many people as possible. You already have a loadout. You're close. Because I don't think we're going to get all that many people strong enough to carry a gas cannon. Oh, the medkit, yeah. So we're getting 2 whole gas cannons on this mission. Interesting. You'll be right back again? Alright. Oh, we've been at this for a while. Okay. We are going to continue to game this, because I don't want to play a night mission, and we absolutely have the fuel to get away with it. So we need to be targeting it now, and then we can pause. Probably should have... There you go. Top of the hour. Gone. Now, if it's per minute, this thing could absolutely despawn. The sun is not moving all that fast. It's also going to be really funny if I run out of fuel. Now we're at 81%. Do we think this is daytime yet? There's no little indicator, so I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna hit it before the top of this next hour here. There we go. Should take 12 hours at least, as we could just sat there anyway. It's fine. We can continue to practice gaming these sorts of things. If it works for the terror mission, that's great too. People, yada yada, okay. We're doing a... oh, good god, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call this impossible and leave. Okay. Church databank. Good. Yeah, the presence of aquatoids in the city center was a great surprise to us. Yep, you can scroll. Look at that. And it unlocks new missions for next month. I'm interested in supercavitating ammo more than anything right... well, no, I want an aquatoid corpse because I want the alien containment. Does this lead to the research? It unlocks alien containment. Okay. Because sooner than later, we're going to need to start... well, you know, capturing aliens. This is pretty standard. Alien containment. Okay, we do have to research it. Which is going to be mandatory, so we will leave that running. The Triton is 12 days out still, so that's going to be a while. Alien containment's done, that's good. I would like to build that. And I would also like supercavitating ammo. Build facilities, go ahead and give me the alien containment. Yeah, we're going to put it there. And that's about... well, we're not spending money past this point, but it is good that we saved, because we needed the Triton, we needed some equipment. I don't want to say anything. But yeah, where was the terror mission? By the way, jet harpoons can actually pen them? Never mind, it's corals. Jet harpoons can hurt them? You thought it wasn't possible? Yeah, I mean, they can hurt them, but it's really, really hard. The ADS rifle can just barely hurt them, too. If I had super cavitating ammo, I'd try it, and if... well, there's two things I need. First would be a door. That means I could actually fire at them and see what happens, especially since they don't move turn over turn. But the second thing I would want is the super cavitating ammo to give us, like, 40-something damage instead of the 30-something we're working with right now. Maintenance income balance, that's good. I do need to start building bases now. There is no way around that. But I think I'm going to save for now. We also probably want soldiers. I think I will recruit some soldiers. Because we're going to have a Triton. We only have 14 guys. Let's go up to 25. That will be good enough for now. I can also go ahead and sell... I can consider selling some of the sonic weapons. Though it looks like I've already been pretty good about that. We will want more money for bases. Disciple Corps, go ahead and get rid of that. We have our... yeah, I'll look at building bases next time, because I can dig through graphs. We know it was the Indian Ocean, and now it's back to 0. I'll probably build a base in the Indian Ocean off that alone, but that's for me to figure out next time. And before I end the stream, I will go ahead and run the recruitment command. Same command. And this time it works. Let me go ahead and load the game too so you can view. Transfers, here you all are. It doesn't look like you got in. There's a bunch of names on here. But yeah, there you go. Final deployment for the stream. And I'm going to have to call it there. I would like to do more than a month here, but I don't have time today. Yeah, you're still not in yet. Where is stream? Hold on. This and chat. There we are. Okay. So I'll go ahead and quit to menu. Thank you all for watching. Next time we're doing April. Hopefully we can catch up a little bit faster than we have been. It just depends how much happens in a month, because if we get USO missions, then we're doing great. We'll be progressing faster, but USOs really are the thing that we're... USOs are going to be our real point to progress through. I don't know if this month is the one where the Harvesters, the medium USOs, showed up. I have a feeling we have a month left on that. But yeah. Oh, and we'll have to Triton too, so we can actually make some progress. Missions should go a bit faster, even though we have more people. Yeah, things are picking up. Hopefully next stream we can get 2 months done. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week.